Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Welcome back to the Player Objectives Road to Glory. Today we're going to see if we can take this insane 0K team all the way to the top, all the way to Division 1. And yeah, that's right, I said 0K because every single member of this squad was free. They were all completed through player objectives. However, there is one big problem. We have not had a goalkeeper objective. So you can see right there, I am playing a right back as a goalkeeper. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but hey, if you want to be the king, you've got to make it to Division 1 with a right back as your goalkeeper. But let's just get right into it. Let's take a look at the highlights. Now, when I started, I was at 1842 skill rating. And our first team we're going up against, they've got João Felix, Player of the Month. They've got a Rashford. They've got several solid cards, but right off the bat, we're going to get down a goal early. We're not defending well. And, once they shoot against the right back keeper, it's pretty much a goal. And it's kind of interesting seeing what happens here. Like, take a look at this. Our opponent's João Felix, Player of the Month, right here. He's got the ball. Now, he knows. Now, it's kind of interesting seeing how people have attacked the right back as keeper. Some people will just shoot it from all over the pitch, from anywhere, and just see what happens. And sometimes that's a good strategy. But then others will just play their normal style. So it's just been kind of interesting to see what will happen with that. But take a look here. João Felix just lets it go. Our right back keeper, at least he sticks up a hand. He does stick up a hand, but it flies right through him. He doesn't know what hit him. And then he's able to get a goal. So now we're down 2 goals. We're in the second half, but we're working it. We go Henry to De La Feu. Beautiful strike partnership. That De La Feu card is amazing. Henry has been strong for me too. Then we get the return favor, De La Feu over to Henry. And if you're John Stones right here, you've got your John Stones matched up against legend of the game, Thierry Henry. Are you just going to defend them? Are you going to let Henry shoot? Or are you going to do what John Stones ends up doing, which is concede the pin? He was close to the ball. This is a slightly weak pin, but I'll take it. But we go from one legend of the game and Henry to another with Beckham. Beckham buries the pin for us. Here we are late in the match now. Beckham working it in. I do like Beckham in that two-way midfielder role. We get it to Henry. We're waiting for some movement. De La Feu moves and is able to bury that. We get the late winner. That gives us the 3-2 win. Our opponent had a skill rating of 1849. We go from 1842 all the way up to 1868, so we're getting closer and closer. This is a pretty strong team right here. They've got a good Bundesliga squad, got a lot of the nice Bundesliga players. And early on, this one was kind of brutal. We've got Freeze Gnabry. Now, that's the problem. When you're playing with a right back as keeper, you've got to be really on your game defensively, because once they get into any type of shooting position, it's just a goal. He's just not going to stop anything. So we're struggling right here. Another flick up on our right back keeper concedes another one. Probably any keeper would have conceded that one, but we're down 3 goals right there. Are we going to be able to come back on this one? We've got to really push it on. Now, for some reason, Bellerin even got up top on that one. Got it to De La Feu, though, so there's at least one back. Can we at least get a draw? Can we do anything in this one? Now we've got Henry motoring in. With the Hunter, Henry gets really good pace, so when he gets that straight line speed and you're able to shoot with him, it's going to be a goal about every time. So now I'm starting to think maybe there's a chance if we can just play a little bit better, have a little bit better defending. You just can't give up anything. Beckham, I love, again, how he gets into those spots. Now, look at Beckham right there. Now, this is something that's really nice. When you have a card that can just kind of get into those spots, especially as a CDM, he's able to get in there, able to find a nice pass. Now, like, again, he's my CDM, and he's getting up into that attacking space. Now he's tracking back, so it's just working out really well. Oh, that was a beautiful goal. Working that to Henry. That was pretty. Now we're level. Now I'm thinking, I want to win. De La Feu, again, coming through with the late winner. We get to win 4-3 after being down 3-0. Take a look at that. I don't know if you can, that kind of blanking out on the stats here. It's kind of fading out. But I had 10 shots. It was 4. So we gave up shots early, but we buckled down on our defense. The skill rating wasn't quite as high. We go from 1868 up to 1887, but that's within one match of Division 1. One more win. So going up against a team that's not the greatest in the world, but still a fairly well put together team. They've got Player of the Month, João Felix. But again, we do the same thing here. We give up another early goal. That's just seemed to kind of be the theme here. We were giving up lots of early goals, having to come back. But Henry, nice movement there from Thierry Henry. There we get some more movement. Now this one kind of ends up becoming interesting because some of you may be interested in completing Cunha, and I'm not sure exactly how I feel about him, but this particular match here, he was impressive. So there's a goal from Cunha. I was playing him in this particular setup. I don't remember if I was playing, my normal tactics are 4-4-2 second variation, but I was playing around with 4-2-2. I think I'm still in 4-4-2 at this stage. But there we get Henry over to Cunha. Cunha with a second goal. Now we're up 3-1. We're feeling in control. But this one, whenever you have a right back as a goalkeeper, you never know what's going to happen. So we're playing again. We had just scored. We're playing it from kickoff here. So now our opponent, João Felix in. I just could not get in front of Martial there. Could not stop him. And then again, when they shoot, it's just going to be a goal when you have a right back as your keeper. It kind of gets funny. But notice, I'm not cutting it off here. I'm not playing. We're at kickoff again. This was just one of those games. Sometimes you have games where just goals just fly in for whatever reason. And, we're playing it around the back. That's a good thing to do. Open up that space. That's the whole reason you want some of this width out there. So now we're getting it behind. Our opponent tried to pinch in. And there, Cunha with the hat trick. First half hat trick already. But there you can see we just had back-to-back goals. There we give up another one. This was one we just could not put away. So now it's 4-3. But again, Beckham, look at Beckham. The more I watch Beckham, even on these replays, the more I'm liking him. How he's getting into those nice attacking spaces. De La Fea with the goal, 5-3. Now this one is really interesting right here. We got a free kick. Now for whatever reason, normally I'm not worried about an opponent taking a free kick from 25 yards and back. But notice if you take a look at my cursor here, where my guy is. And let's see if I can select him. So there he is with the cursor over top of him. And now I kind of realized late that, oh my gosh, I've got a right back as a keeper. So I'm trying to run back. Now, I don't know if I caused this problem or if it's just having a right back as a keeper. But that flies in. If I should have had my defender on the line already, ready to knock it off. But I generally don't worry about it with a real keeper from that much distance. But there, my opponent was able to get that in. But yeah, just one of those games. There, my opponent got a little crazy with the tackle. He gets the Kyle Walker red card. So now we're setting up our move off of the free kick. Get this nice little run up. This is one I like to do if they don't attack it right away. Then you can kind of just set up with some passing, get some stuff going, get some stuff opened up. We eventually find our another goal from Cunha. Cunha with 4 goals in that match. And what that does, that takes us from 1887 up to 1907, which is into Division 1. So this takes this player objectives Road to Glory team all the way up to Division 1, which is just absolutely epic. See if I'm playing it here. And when you make it to Division 1, I don't know if that's the end. Is that the end of my video? Thought I had something else, but when you make it to Division 1, you get a coin boost. I want to say, was it 50,000 coins I got? It might have been, I don't remember. It's been so long on my main account when I got it, and I don't know if I kept it on here for my main account. But it's just something, I mean, that was something. I took that really seriously. Like, this was a lot of fun to do. We're kind of at that stage of FIFA where I feel like you kind of have to implement some of these challenges to kind of keep it a little bit fresher. But I always hear a lot of people. One reason I wanted to do this, I hear a lot of people, and also on my Discord. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below. Also, check the description, join my Discord server. But one thing I always hear a lot is people be like, oh, if only I had Neymar, if only I had Mbappe, if only I had Cristiano, if only I had Eusebio. But you can make it. You just focus on your game, focus on building up your play. And there's always tons of amazing cards. Like, not all of these Objective to Glory cards are amazing. But for example, this Kappa is a really strong card. Cunha is solid. Henry is a really good card. De La Fea. Let's take a look. Let's see. Henry. And let's see what his stats are now at this point. Henry has now played 14 matches for us, which would be between rivals and weekend league. 21 goals, 13 assists. So this Henry, now I know he costs 17 icon swap tokens, and on my main account, I'm not getting an icon, but because I opened up my base or mid icon pack, I'm going to open up the 83 times 25. But take a look at what damage this Henry has done against high level competition. 14 games, 21 goals, 13 assists has been absolutely epic. De La Feu is a monster card. Now, I know some of these aren't available now, but I'll tell you one who is a monster that is still available, and that is this Van Bergen. So if you need another, you can link Van Bergen, you can link Gravenberch, you can get Baumgartel. I think Arjen Robben is still available if you were someone who completed Kleiber or completed Malin. Those are other links. So there's some really, really strong. Now, some of them do miss the mark, like Balassi, I feel like misses the mark just a little bit. Koeman, I'm not in love with. I mean, he's fine. It seems like every time I bring Koeman in as a super sub, he does score. But, other than that, I don't know for sure. Let's take a look. What's Cunha done? Now, now this is interesting. Cunha has been kind of a mixed bag. We just had that one game. I've been calling that the Cunha game because he had 4 goals in this match. And I'll take a look at that. I've played 13 other matches with Cunha, 0 goals. So he had one game with 4 goals. Every other game has been 13 other games has been 0 goals, 4 assists. So I don't know that Cunha is that amazing. Now maybe if he gets that upgrade to an 86, then that would be outstanding. But basically, I'm just trying to say there are lots of ways, lots of different combinations, lots of things you can build that you can make it to the top levels of FIFA. Once you make it to Division 1, then you can start collecting those sweet, sweet ultimate packs. You can just get some better rewards, keep growing your game. And again, you could just mix and match some of these guys. Like there's a level 15 Duncan card out right now. That's just an absolute insane CDM. If you had this De La Feu, you could link him to that Duncan. And then also he's from Ghana. You can link him to this I do. So, I mean, there's lots of ways you can do it. If you don't have Neymar in your team, if you don't have Mbappe in your team, don't just bring yourself down and say you can't do it. You can do it. You can build monster teams left, right, and center. You can make it to Division 1. But anyways, boys, just wanted to wrap this up for now. I've had so much fun with this challenge. I don't know what else I'll do. I don't know if I'm going to keep going. I will still keep grinding out the players, but I don't know if I'm going to come up with a new challenge. I kind of feel like, I've took this team to Division 1. I don't know what else I want to do with them. Maybe if in Icon Swaps 2 we get an Icon Keeper, maybe I'd try to play a full weekend league with them, see if I can take this team to Elite, something like that, see if I could do that. But I don't know that I'd want to play a full weekend league with a right back as a keeper. That would kind of get a little frustrating maybe, but this was a really fun challenge. If you have any ideas for other challenges, let me know down below. I'd really appreciate it, but I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.